He has guided the Spartan football team to a Big Ten championship. He's a 3-year captain, the winningest quarterback in school history. But playing football does not define Kirk Cousins.
There's more to me than just being a football player, and that's why my faith is so important to me, because ultimately that's how I define myself.
Standing high above a field where he has helped build a winning football foundation, Kirk Cousins says his spiritual foundation made it possible, something he refers to as great news.
When we see a great football game, when we see a great movie, when we eat at a great restaurant, we want to tell other people about it because it's great news, and we want other people to be able to experience what we experienced. And for me, with my faith, it's very similar to those same experiences where I've come under the leadership of Jesus Christ, and that has changed my life. And it's great news, and it's freedom, and it's joy, and I want to share that with people. And so if people want to listen, I want to be able to share it to them.
And people do want to listen. 2,500 recently turned out at the MSU auditorium for a program called I Agree with Kirk.
You probably know that I'm a Christian.
His talk was a mix of God and gridiron, including the story of a game-losing interception where 80,000 fans cheered his failure.
And one of the first thoughts that went through my head was this: boy, if my life was built on football, I'm in a lot of trouble right now.
His speech was organized by Athletes in Action, a Christian group that provides spiritual resources for the campus community. Phil Gillespie runs the MSU chapter. He says Kirk Cousins is the real deal.
What you see him say in public is what he lives out. And I think in today's world, there is a gap between what people say many times and their lives. And so to have a student leader like that in place, I think has been a blessing.
He's not something that's just too good to be true. Right. It's real.
Spartan football coach Mark D'Antonio says while Kirk's faith is very real, it's not real apparent if you only see him on football Saturdays.
If you look on the football field before a game, you don't see him going through any pregame rituals in terms of his faith, but you know it's there.
Also there, a spiritual connection between coach and quarterback that has made a difference in D'Antonio's life.
Yeah, it has, because I see how he goes about his walk in life.
He has been a great rock for me on the team in terms of whether it be giving me some scripture verses to read or think about, whether it be just praying together quickly before a game.
And while Kirk Cousins can't predict how many more games are in his future, he's confident his faith will guide any future calling.
I want to first and foremost take my ability to throw a football, my opportunity to play here at Michigan State, and use it to glorify God and to make people aware of what I believe, and to make that great news known to as many people as possible. And so as far as a calling, I think we all have a calling, whether it be being a news anchor, whether it be being a football player, or anything in between. I think we all have a calling. It's just a matter of stewarding it in a way that glorifies God and points people to Him.